It's okay to do that.
We will call our meeting to order.
Yeah.
We are so happy to have you here. I'm Joe Pat Covington. I'm county judge, and this is the Scott County Fiscal Court business meeting. It's hard to believe that it is the 12th of April. I would ask you all to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. Let us pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Got a great agenda today, and I always enjoy celebrating people's accomplishments and commitment to our community. And we have our CASA Dream Team here, and we'll turn that over here in a little bit. We're going to have some awards, but very happy to have you all here with us. And the Fiscal Court's proud to partner with you and what you all do for young people that need help at very tough times. So thank you from the Fiscal Court for that and what you do in the background, and we appreciate that very much. So with that said, Ms. Hamilton, would you call the roll?
Mr. Hostetler?
Present.
Mr. Jones?
Here.
Mr. Wallace?
Here.
Mr. Corman?
Present.
Mr. Ellison?
Present.
Mr. Pratt?
Here.
Mr. Livingston?
Here.
Mr. Culbertson?
Here.
Judge Covington?
Present. So with that said, we will move to number 4, our annual CRA and LGNA hearing. Any script there I need to read? I believe I do.
If you'll read that, then JR will.
All right. Very good. So this is a public notice budget hearing regarding proposed use of county road aid, CRA, and local government economic assistance, LGEA funds. A public hearing will be held by the Scott County Fiscal Court at the courthouse on April 12th at 9 a.m. for the purpose of obtaining citizens' comments regarding the possible uses of our county road aid and local government economic assistance funds. All interested citizens of Scott County are invited to submit verbal or written comments on possible uses of the CRA and LGEA. Any persons who cannot submit written comments or attend the public hearing but wishes to submit comments should contact the Office of the County Judge Executive by April 11th at 9 a.m. so that arrangement can be made to secure their comments. The ad was run on the 2nd of this month, and I'll ask J.R. Brandenburg to join us at the podium. And J.R., we appreciate we all know what JR does for our community, but JR is out on our roads daily, many hours a day, at all times of the night, and JR will make an assessment and then makes recommendations to the court. And I'm grateful to have you in what you do for us, and very grateful for the recommendation. So I'll turn it over to you.
Thank you very much, Judge, members of the court. We started out, me and my supervisor team, looking at all these roads 6-8 months ago, and we just keep making a list, and we narrow it down, and we'll look at these roads 3 or 4 times before we make a final decision. And what we would like to recommend today is Teal Court, Pintail Court, Ider Court, Grant Court, Canvasback Court, Wood Duck Lane, and y'all will know that another point, it's been 20 years since they were blacktop and they're starting to deteriorate. This is the first section of it. And what I did on these was a lot of these streets are cul-de-sacs off side streets. We're going to do one section so the roads won't be traveling over down the road when we start doing more blacktop.
I like that plan, JR. That makes so much sense. Knock those out, and then you're not traveling back and forth on the main thoroughfare there. So.
New Oxford Road, West Honaker Road, Cold Ridge Lane, Kingfisher. 'Cusher Way, Taylor Lane, and Jones Lane. And what I did on these was a cul-de-sacs off side streets. And we'll do one section so the roads won't be traveling over down the road when we start doing more blacktop.
So, questions or comments?
JR, have you all figured out like the rotation? So I know that one time a repavement was between 15 and 20 years on average. I know some. Have you ever figured out like about how often a road gets repaved?
One time it was.
About 15 years.
It was, some roads would go 20 years. It all depends on the amount of pressure.
Sure.
Some roads will go 10 years.
Mhm.
I started keeping a list in 2005, and I continue each road has been.
Are you starting to see it, like, it seems like I'm starting to see paving not last as long, though.
It is, it's not. Probably 10, 12 years ago, the state went to what is called an environmentally friendly mixture. And it does not hold up like the old blacktop 20 years ago.
Okay. I didn't know that they had changed it, so,
And the cost of blacktop constantly keeps, asphalt keeps going
Right.
up, and
okay.
materials and everything.
Are any of these, like, getting widened as they get touched?
They will.
They will a little bit.
What happens is when we repave a road throughout the county, we will go back and add the shoulder on it as a safety issue too, to keep from having this drop off and overcorrect it.
Yeah.
Drop off. They will go out over top of these shoulders, they automatically will.
Now, you do that, though, don't you? Mm-hmm. You do that on your,
Yes, yes.
that's not state, right?
We
Okay,
do that, we got a shoulder machine, it's a fork off the horse.
right.
We
Good.
normally do that.
So, not out of the same bucket of funds, but out of the state allocation, JR and I, we applied for discretionary funds for $480,000 to pave Triport. Much needed, and it really will help us because those dollars won't be coming out of general fund dollars. But it's one of the most used roads and heavily used because of the type of traffic that's on it. So that's supposed to be in this year's budget from the state, and I believe it's going to be signed as well. So that's just another. It's a local maintenance road that we've managed to get some discretionary help from a grant application, and that will be a. So really, instead of just there's about $1 million worth of paving recommendation, but with that we're going to $1.48 million. So. It's a good lick for us. Any other questions or comments? Do we need a motion?
Yeah, and I just want to note, I did not receive any comments before the deadline.
Okay, so let the record reflect there was no comments today. Mr. Hostetler.
Just to add to what Dwayne and JR were talking about, of course, this was a state road, US 25. When they worked on that a few years back, going to the Grant County line, north out of downtown Georgetown, that shoulder widening was part of that, which is huge.
Oh, yeah.
Like JR was talking about, it prevents that drop off, plus it prevents that breakage of the edge of the blacktop. It's really huge, and it kind of gave you a little widening, and that was very noticeable. I had a lot of comments when that project was done. Had a lot of folks contact me, even about that issue. That hey, it feels like the road's wider. Well, actually, it is. It is with that shoulder work. Just wanted to highlight that.
Thank you. Would there be a motion?
Motion.
Oh,
You take it. I got you. Motion. We're fighting over it.
well, we got a motion from Dwayne Ellison and a second from Mr. Pratt. Any other questions or comments? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. We will now conclude the hearing. Thank you, JR. With that said, we'll move next to consideration of the minutes of our previous meeting.
Actually, 2 sets. Forgot to add.
The workshop.
All right. So we have the special called meeting from the workshop and then the previous. With that said, would there be any questions or comments as presented?
No questions, but do we need a separate motion for each one?
No, we can approve them together.
Second.
Second from Mr. Hostetler. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Now, I'm going to ask for momentarily pause for technical difficulties because we've received a text saying that our stream is not up.
Thanks.
Coffee break?
Stacy, do you know what the 465,000 lease purchase is? Is that some vehicles we just got? We transferred.
That's our payment, annual payment for the, leased ones you all approved a couple years ago.
Is this an annual payment for them? The
Yeah.
sheriff's trucks?
I don't think it was all sheriff. It was all we did 2 leases. We did the one with, Pinnacle.
You need to take action.
And then last year y'all approved one with Keiko, which is